All right, Cowboys fans, I'm back. Not the game or what we wanted, but oftentimes in defeat or in adversity, we get too high, we get too low, and it hurts. It does hurt. I just got back from a jog. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm all sweaty, and it was cold outside. And I said, let me just go for a jog. Let me just clear my mind. Let me just get my thoughts together. And this video is entitled "The Truth About Dak Prescott. Can he, will he get us over the hump?" And I'll get to that. But before I do anything, guys, I just want to say thank you. I'm never gonna stop saying thank you. It's draft season now. It is what it is. I'm gonna start digging into the tape. I've gotten to some of these guys, especially at the top end of the draft. But you guys obviously know that Dallas won't be drafting at the top end. And if it makes you guys feel any better, some of the games we lost this year, the Arizona game, we couldn't get that home. The Denver game, it hit me yesterday watching that game that this team wouldn't have went to Green Bay and won. Wasn't. I mean, you would have liked for that to be, you would have liked for that to be the storyline, but you're not going to Green Bay and beating Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. And you probably wouldn't have went back to Tampa. And just the way that they're playing football and the way they're doing things, it would have got you wouldn't have won that game. Especially if you're struggling with Jimmy G, who, by the way, Jimmy G was like 17 for 25 for like 175 yards and interception, and you couldn't get that game home. It's a full team loss. The playoff experience was awesome. San Fran fans were cool. Talked a lot of trash with them, but they were good people, and they even realized is what it is. I do want to say, if there's a way that we could keep Dan Quinn, I would love to, because Dan Quinn is the truth. He's the truth, man. That defense, they did as good of a job as you could do on a true scheme, on a true run game. I mean, they were lights out. That defense was lights out. Michael Parsons was lights out. The first drive, he was trying to figure it out. Second drive, from the rest of the game, he was knifing through. He was making plays. I mean, the guy he's incredible. He really is. So I don't know if Jerry can throw the bank at him. I don't know if he can, buy him and make him. I don't know if you could buy or make him his own pond, make him a lake, make him put a street in Dallas that says Dan Quinn Drive. But you need to figure out a way to keep Dan Quinn. You probably won't, but you need to make sure that you build and change the thinking about this team and about this defense. Let's get to the quarterback. Let's get to the offense, because the offense and the quarterback let you down. It starts with Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott. That's how it works. That's what football is. I'm not going to hold back anymore. Okay? I have been in YouTube community known as the guy who is hard on Dak. Even though I started this channel, you guys can go do the history, I started this channel by saying Dak Prescott would be a steal. I want people to really understand this, and I'm going to say this, and then I'll show you guys some of the film, and I'm not going to get into this whole, on the chalkboard and showing, exactly where Dak's struggling. You guys will see the film. You guys will see kind of the play designs, and a lot of it is, 80% of it, 75% of it is Kellen Moore. It really is. Now, the dynamic that we don't know, and that's why I'm going to take my time with this video, because the dynamic that we don't know is what was Mike told about Kellen Moore and told how to deal with Kellen Moore? Is he allowed to step in and say, Kellen, this isn't it? No. We know that the Joneses love Kellen Moore. They do. It was people who thought he could be a head coach. There's no way I would make Kellen Moore a head coach. There's no way. In fact, I always remembered when Dak beat out Kellen Moore, I always thought to myself, Dak just beat this guy out. And there's going to be some part in his mind that's going to say, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. And, the whole – I just didn't like that dynamic. I never did, and I never thought that – I thought that Kellen Moore could design great plays. But there's a big difference between a play designer, a play caller who knows how to scheme, and a play caller who knows how to call plays with rhythm. I'll give you an example. Kyle Shanahan just got a game home with the garbage disposal of a quarterback in Jimmy G. Jimmy G is not good. The Niners tried to replace Jimmy G this offseason. Trey Lance just hasn't lived up. Jimmy Garoppolo is not good. Dak Prescott is 10 times better than Jimmy G. But Kyle Shanahan knows how to scheme an offense. You'll see on the film, Ezekiel Elliott is motioning into the backfield, and I'll run some of it. Ezekiel Elliott is motioning to the backfield. They've done that all year. And what you're doing when you do stuff like that, you're trying to get the defense to declare their coverage. The problem is when they do that, the defense never moved. There was never. You know why? Because there's no threat of Ezekiel Elliott going out in for a pass. He's never gonna. These linebackers looking like Ezekiel Elliott's lined up. He's never gonna go out for a pass. He doesn't scare me in the pass game. Now, if that's Tony Pollard, which is a whole nother conversation, which is baffling to me that Tony didn't get the touches that he deserved yesterday. You held him out last week. He doesn't touch the ball this week. The whole offense is a mess. Obviously, you paid Zeke that money, so you feel like you have to play him. But this is the playoffs. This is lose or go home. I mean, this is win or go home. So there's no reason why Zeke had no pop yesterday. He didn't. The pass pro stuff is excellent. I get it. But you need pop in the playoffs. You line Tony Pollard out there against a linebacker, he does stress a defense. He does. Okay? But Ezekiel Elliott does not. He didn't stress him in the run game. Didn't stress him in the passing game. Okay? And these are the things that I'm talking about with Kellen Moore, the 75%. Now, let's get to the quarterback because we have to keep it honest. We have to rethink. You're not going to get rid of Dak Prescott. It's just not going to happen. Dak Prescott will be the quarterback of this team. Whether I like it, you like it, whoever likes it, there's nothing that we're going to do. For the next 3 years at least, he's going to be the quarterback of this team. So the philosophy and the thinking and the scheme has to change. The philosophy, the thinking, the scheme has to change. It cannot stay the same. Period. What do I mean? Dak has to get back to throwing the ball at least 25 times a game. Man, he should never throw the ball more than that. You have to go to a true two-back system, and I know the cap is going to be crazy, but I just don't see Zeke. I love Zeke more, and I've argued for Zeke. I thought 2016 was the craziest that a rookie running back has ever been, ever. His time's up. His time's up. This line needs a true retooling. But back to the quarterback. Full field reads, full field throws, coming off his second read and then really pushing the ball downfield. Dak can't do it. Yesterday, seeing the game, okay, and seeing everything happening in the coverage, because all they were doing, what I saw, and you guys let me know, you guys will get to all 22, but this is basically all 22 because I'm showing you guys, I recorded it from a full field perspective. It was cover 3 robber, guys. They stole Denver's scheme. They showed blitz, backed up. Showed blitz, backed up. Those corners on the outside were bailing on a snap. And we had no answer. No answer. There were times that I saw CeeDee Lamb running wide open. And Dak just didn't trust it. He didn't give his receivers a chance. Everything was kind of like underneath the shoulder, underneath the set. And that's good, but dog, you got to take a shot. 5 wide. I love it. That's not Dak's. I want a full retooling of this offense. Period. This defense now is this defense is the better position group. This defense is the better group of the 3. Special teams, offense, and defense. This defense now will have to carry your team. But it has to happen. I know in Dallas you want the fireworks and the whole 9. But Kyle Shanahan just went out there beating you with trick, and well, not even trick plays, but with just inside and outside zone and eye candy to Deebo Samuels and Jimmy G throwing 25 times. He stinks. He stinks. So, if it's me, I think that Dak can do it. But he's not Patrick Mahomes. There's only one Patrick Mahomes in the league. He's not Tom Brady. Okay, he's not even Josh Allen. He doesn't have the big arm that Josh Allen has. He just doesn't have it, guys. I'm not breaking news here. It's just not. But he can keep you on schedule. Dak Prescott can't keep you on schedule if you have an offense and a scheme. Because people really don't understand. There's a difference between calling plays and scheming plays. In Madden, okay, Madden, guess what? In Madden, you can just call plays. Go out there and just call whatever plays you want. In the NFL, you have to scheme. Kyle Shanahan got out of there by scheming us yesterday. He just did, man. Schemed us up. Is what it is. Kellen Moore all year had no scheme, no rhythm, no rhyme or reason for what we're doing. It's like one down or one possession. We're in this set. Next possession, we're going tempo. Next possession, like we don't. There's not a Cowboys fan who would tell me what are the Cowboys good at. Like what are we great at? There's not one Cowboys fan who could say what we're great at. We weren't great at anything. We could run the ball, but we didn't commit to it. And we didn't get creative in the run game, so we weren't good at that. And our passing game underachieved. You can't tell me if you give Tom Brady, CeeDee Lamb, and Cedric Wilson, and Amari Cooper, and Schultz, and Michael Gallup, that these guys don't set careers, don't have their best years of their career, and go on to be just fantastic. And basically, all of them will be. I mean, like, let's be honest. If you give Tom Brady, if you give Mahomes those weapons, let's be real. That's what I'm saying. Dak Prescott was a 4th-round pick for a reason. It's okay, Cowboys fans. It's okay. It's okay to know what you have. Listen, the Titans win games knowing that they have Ryan Tannehill, and we're gonna play football a different way. That's gonna always be my example. That's my go-to example. We don't have Aaron Rodgers. We don't have Patrick Mahomes. We don't have Kyler Murray. Okay. We don't have these guys. We don't. So guess what? You have to know what you have and build with what you have. Dan Quinn is the star coach of this team. Mike McCarthy, he's a great coach, and he got you 12 wins. But let's be honest, guys. This team was built to go farther than that, and that's why everybody's so upset. This team should have beat that San Francisco team yesterday. There's no way this team should have beat San Francisco. This team has a better team than San Francisco. But San Francisco schemed you to a win. And it wasn't because of Dan Quinn. It wasn't because of your defense. It's because this offense and the quarterback they weren't married. This offense and the quarterback weren't married. So I want to get rid of Kellen Moore and bring in an offensive coordinator who is going to make sound decisions and scheme. No more play calls. No more tricks. No more hook and ladders in the first quarter. Like, that's ridiculous. That's a wasted play in the playoffs. That's a joke. So, it's your boy Foots. That's the truth of this quarterback. He's a 7 to 15. He's in the 7 to 15 range. He's not a top 5 quarterback, guys. You guys have to come to that realization. And that's not me being negative. That's not me hating on the guy. He is who he is. That's not me hating on him. So I don't want to hear anybody come in here and say I'm hating on Dak. Don't do that. I'll block you immediately. No, I'm not going to block you. I invite all criticism. But I'm not hating on Dak. I've been consistent. He has flaws. You have to build around his flaws. Let's get this O-line. Now I will say this. Connor Williams was getting walked into Dak's lap. He didn't trust. His eyes were dropping immediately, and I don't blame him for that on certain plays because Connor Williams, like I told Voch is my guy. We debate all the time. This is number love. I love Voch Lombardi. But Connor Williams sucks. Period. Tyler Biadasz sucks. Period. They're not strong. Okay, so center guard. I'll give you guys a draft preview right now. Center, guard, linebacker, running back. Those are my positions in need. Everything else, defense. The receiver position, figured out. I like what you got with Malik Turner. If Cooper's going to walk, whatever, I don't care. I only need one dog receiver this year. Like, I don't need all these weapons because that's what happened last year. We got too cute and we had no identity. If we have one guy, that's fine because now we can just run the ball, play time possession football, and get out of games. That's my thoughts. I'm going to put a bow on this season. Thank you guys so much for rocking. It's time to start talking draft. You know me, I don't stay on this stuff for long. But the truth is, with Dak Prescott, he is who he is, guys. No cut, no chase. I'm going to give it to you guys raw. It's your boy Foots. Peace.